Hey, welcome to ManKitchenRecipes. I am Kevin, and tonight I did a gochujang roasted or smoked chicken in a cast iron pan using my Z grills. I roasted and smoked this chicken at 300 degrees for about 3 hours and 20 minutes. So it's cool out here tonight, so I want to do this kind of fast. I'm going to show you this, and let me tell you, it's amazing. Looks amazing. Let me show you how I put this all together and come back out and do a taste test. All right, for this gochujang chicken, the first thing I got to do, I've already patted dry my chicken. This is about a 5-pound chicken, and I'm going to put some kosher salt and some ground pepper on there, and we're going to flip it over and get some kosher salt on this side. I think I have just enough kosher salt. You also want to put some down inside. All right, I just got my hands washed up so I can grind my pepper on this chicken. I'm gonna let that just kind of sit for a few minutes. Gochujang sauce I'm gonna need. I'm gonna use these, there's 4 little pieces of garlic here. I'll put them in my handy little garlic tool. Rub it like that. Should get all the skins off of them. Just like that. Okay, move those to the side, and I got this garlic mincer, kind of like a little press, but it's one you just roll over. You do have to push hard on it, but if you just rock it back and forth, you can see the garlic coming up through the center. So you want 3 to 4 minced garlic. So we'll put that aside for right now. I want about a half an inch of fresh ginger, peeled and diced. Okay, so let me get this diced up. Not sure if my little handy dandy garlic thing will work on that. Let me give it a shot. Oh yeah. All right, so there I got my garlic and my ginger in there. Pushed all the way through. Okay, well, let's get our gochujang sauce put together. Okay, for my gochujang sauce, I'm going to use a 1/3 cup of the gochujang sauce. Okay, and 1/4 cup of olive oil. Yep. Whoa, olive oil. Okay, and my 3 to 4 cloves of garlic and my half an inch of ginger. Get that right in there, just like that. And you want to whisk that up. And now I'm going to flip this over and get the gochujang sauce on here. Going to use probably about half of the sauce, whatever it takes. Flip it over. All right, need to get this out of the way now. Now I need 2 full heads of garlic, and I'm going to cut these in half. Okay, and I'm going to take one of these that's cut in half, and I'm going to stick it inside the chicken. Get the chicken back over here. We're going to put all of this right inside the chicken. Okay, that's why I didn't tie the legs up. Now I can tie the legs up. So I'm going to set this to the side again. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my gochujang sauce back over here, and I'm going to need 2 tablespoons 2 more tablespoons of olive oil in there. Olive oil. Thank you, Tom and Marie. Get that whisked together. Okay, now I've got a bag of golden potatoes. We're just going to drop those in there. And I'm going to drop those 2 cloves of the other half. This one broke apart, darn it. Right now you just want to kind of get the potatoes nice and coated in the sauce and that garlic. Actually, the full one that stayed together that I put in the chicken in there, and then these broken pieces inside the chicken. Washed hands again. That's where you wash your hands more than a surgeon. Okay, you're probably wondering now, what am I going to do now? Well, let me just show you. Okay, so I want to put the garlic, the cut side down in this pan, and then I want to put my potatoes in here. I'll get the rest of the sauce in a minute. I want to arrange my potatoes around the outside of this because I'm going to set my chicken on here, but I don't really want the chicken to cover my potatoes, just so that they cook nice. All right, so here comes my chicken. I got it all tied up, and we're going to set that right on top of the garlic. Let me move a couple of those potatoes. And then you want to just get the potatoes situated around the edges of the chicken. You don't really want any directly under it. You want the garlic under it. That's fine. Okay. Okay, so there's my potatoes and my chicken. Let me get the rest of this in here and on here. Okay, I have my Z-grills heated up to 300 degrees, and we're going to pop this in there probably close to 3 hours. And during that time, I'm going to have to just roll my potatoes around as the chicken starts letting out some of its oil. Okay. All right, one more hand wash and get that in the grill. Today I'm using the Z-grills. I have it up to 300 degrees. I went ahead and put a meat stick in this chicken just to help me keep an eye on the temperature. I'm just going to put that in there and let it go roast, smoke for about 3 hours, but we'll keep an eye on the temp. All right, my meat stick is telling me we are at temp. Let's give it a look. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Okay, I'm going to get this in, and we're going to let this rest for at least 15 minutes. Okay? All right. There it is. I'm going to take the chicken out of the pan and let it rest on the cutting board over here and show you what we're going to do next. The chicken off. Oh boy, it's juicing all over the place over here. Okay, so you want to take your potatoes. You can use a spoon or a potato masher. You just want to kind of break them open so that this juice here can get on the inside of those potatoes. All right. As for the garlic, you can probably squeeze these out. Okay, I've got about 4 onions here, and I'm going to just cut these up, cut the ends off, and then we'll just cut them on a diagonal. Kind of make them fancy, huh? Okay, and we're going to sprinkle these on the potatoes. Okay, and I've got some limes. I've got a couple of limes here. I might just use one. Let me cut one in half. And cut some wedges out of one. Okay, and then I think I'll cut some slices out of it too. Okay, so with the wedges, we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of lime juice over the potatoes and the juice inside. Just a little bit of honey. It might equal about a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons. This chicken, and it is juicy. I'm going to cut this into pieces and get it back in the pan. Took a roasted gochujang chicken recipe and I made it in the pellet grill. Added a little bit of smoky flavor to it. I brought some pieces out here to taste. You know, sweet chili chicken. How can that go wrong, right? So here's a piece of the breast and my blackened finger from working on my back bedroom. Anyway, let's take a taste of that. That sweet chili gochujang sauce. That chicken, that's the breast meat, tender and juicy. And here's one of those golden potatoes smashed. It was in the gochujang sauce and the grease from the chicken. Oh my goodness. That right there really takes in all the flavor because it was down in the sweet chili sauce, and it is so good. All right, well, it's cold out here, but not as cold as it is up where Scotty is at Scotty's backyard barbecue. You know, he's up there in negative 20s and negative 30, and I think I got it bad here when I'm going down to 32. But the wind's blowing, my food's cooling off. I'm going to get inside and eat. Give this a try. You know, pellet grills aren't just for barbecue, but you can add a little smoky flavor to an Asian dish. And it's so good. Thanks for checking this out. Hope you have a great day.